Good evening, listeners, and welcome to another EmoNews package. Today is September 18th, a very sad day in Dominica's history. I am your presenter, Anna Benjamin, here with Emo Nightly News. In the headlines this evening, Central Cooperative Credit Union supports brand ambassador Addison James. Dominica joins global community in observing World Patient Safety Day. Barbados Foreign Minister raises concerns over U.S. strikes on suspected drug vessels. Triple homicide under investigation in St. Lucia. And Brazil's ex-president Bolsonaro taken to hospital after feeling unwell. These stories and more coming up.
Dominica, get ready! The Flavors of the World Festival is on Sunday, September 20th from 2 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the stadium forecourt. Get ready for a day of music, international local cuisine, and culture. Let your taste buds travel to China, Venezuela, India, Cuba, Jamaica, Haiti, Nigeria, Dominica, all in one afternoon while you are entertained with electrifying performances from Dominica's best entertainers with inflictions of music from international cultures. Tickets now at Bullseye Pharmacy, Deepex Scholar Lab, Next Connects, or online at ticketpass.com. VIP $250, children $5 to $12, $20, students $50, and adults $100. Come for the food and stay for the vibes. It's the Flavors of the World Festival, September 20th from 2 to 9 p.m. Stadium forecourt. You got to be there. It's an experience.
That give you equal respect to our culture heritage.
And first up in local news, the Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited, CCCUL, hosted a press conference on Wednesday to present equipment to its brand ambassador, Addison James. Though brief, the ceremony underscored CCCUL's commitment to youth advancement. Lorraine Reed Henderson, marketing specialist, highlighted the credit union's role in empowering young people, noting that the credit union aligns itself with winners.
As we all know by now, Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited identifies with winners. Proud sponsors of Miss Tanisha Basso, Miss Dominica 2025, who emerged winner and she captured all the titles. Proud sponsors of the CCCUL Jubila Football Club, the 2023, 2024, and 2025 Premier League champions. Can you say three-peat? And of course, our CCCUL brand ambassador, Addison James. He is the 2025 Character Games Under-20 Javelin Gold Medalist. Mr. James continued to make Central proud. Today, we are elated to prove to Addison James and our other ambassadors that we are fully on board, ensuring that they continue to be successful in their endeavors. And in Addison's case, his athletic endeavors.
Also present was Natasha Gervais-Caban, PRO of the Dominica Athletic Association. She thanked CCCUL for investing in the nation's youth.
Today, we're not just handing over equipment. We're witnessing a partnership in action. A partnership that speaks loudly to the power we invest in our people and in our athletes. The Dominica Athletics Association is deeply grateful to the Central Cooperative Credit Union for stepping forward in such a meaningful way. Your support is more than a gift. It's a statement of belief. Belief in Addison James, belief in athletics, and belief in the potential of Dominican youth. This is the kind of partnership that inspires, and for that, we truly say thank you.
In response, national medalist Addison James expressed excitement and gratitude for the support received from the credit union.
To stand before you on this special occasion, as we mark another milestone together. My deepest appreciation goes to the entire team of the Central Cooperative Credit Union Limited for their tireless dedication and hard work in making this event a success. Your commitment, belief in me, and the continuing investment of time and resources will never be taken for granted. The new equipment presented today will not only enhance my training, but will also help me to improve and perform at higher levels, both regionally and internationally. I assure you all that the trust and support you have given me will be reflected in my efforts and progress moving forward. To all who have joined us today, both in person or online, I thank you for sharing your valuable time with us and for being part of this journey. Your encouragement means more than words to me, more than I can express. With heartfelt gratitude, I thank you once again, and I look forward to great things we will accomplish together.
In more news, Dominica Hospital Authority joined the global community in observing World Patient Safety Day under the theme Safe Care for Every Newborn and Every Child, and the slogan Patient Safety from the Start. In his address, the Minister of Health reminded the nation that patient safety is not a privilege, but a fundamental right of every individual, regardless of age or background. He recalled that in 2019, the 72nd World Health Assembly recognized patient safety as a global health priority, urging all nations to take action. Highlighting the significance of this year's theme, the minister noted that millions of children around the world remain at risk due to unsafe care, from preventable infections to medication errors, with devastating consequences for families and societies. Here in Dominica, he said, ensuring the safety of our youngest and most vulnerable patients, our newborns and children, is both a moral and professional obligation. Quality Manager Tricia Scotland gave a brief summary on World Safety Day.
Today we are observing World Patient Safety Day 2025, and as you can see, our theme for today is Safe Care for Every Newborn and Every Child, and our slogan is Patient Safety from the Start. So today we had some NICU mothers of neonates, 3 of them in particular, who came and gave a testimony and spoke about the support and care that they received at the Dominica Friendship Hospital in the neonatal unit. One of the things that we'd like to promote at the hospital is quality care. This is something that we're working on, and we're trying our best to continue striving for that pretext.
In addition, one mother, Danara Maroni, shared her personal story about the care she received at the Dominica Friendship Hospital.
I gave birth to a 7-month-old baby, and my stay at the NICU was safe, it was comfortable. I felt at home. Every nurse, every doctor, every domestic worker, every warded, they gave me quality care, they gave me reassurance, because it's not easy to be a mother of a premature baby, but I felt at home, I felt safe, and the quality of service here at the NICU is 100%. And thank you to all the nurses, doctors, wardens, domestic workers of the NICU.
The minister also praised the efforts of Team Winston Ward, led by Dr. Laville, Dr. Hamilton, and Dr. Pablo, and the ward supervisor, Pelte, for their outstanding dedication to pediatric care. He further acknowledged the contributions of district nurses, senior nurses, public health nurses, and the entire primary health team, led by maternal and child health coordinator, Nurse Alexander. Patient safety does not begin halfway through life. It begins at birth and even before, the minister concluded. With every clean hand, every sterile surface, and every mindful action, we honor our promise to protect the most fragile among us. And in other news, the Paybush Dodan Village Council Awareness Month activities continues this weekend with 2 major events, namely Paybush Dodan Youth Buzz and Walk a Mile. For Youth Buzz, the communities will gather on Friday, 9th September from 5:30 p.m. on the ground ball in Moore Park under the theme, We See You, You Matter. The program includes presentations on youth experience through small business, mental health, moral and spiritual importance, the importance and benefits of sports, small business opportunities, programs for youth's involvement, law and order. Also addressing the gathering will be Council Chairman Mr. Alexis George and Parliamentary Representative Honorable Lakeya Joseph. Other activities on the program include open forum for question and answer and one-on-one interaction with councillors. A bonfire with ring games will bring the session to a close. And Walk a Mile will take place on Saturday, September 20th from 10 a.m. The village hamlets will engage in a Walk a Mile community cleanup campaign. This will be undertaken in collaboration with the Environmental Health Departments. Residents are expected to walk through their hamlets with gloves and separate bags to sort out waste such as plastics, glass, and cans. The activity will climax with a count of bags at a public meeting in Paybush, facilitated jointly by the environmental health officers and the village council. It is expected that all villagers will come together in an endeavor to take care of their health and community, bearing in mind the theme, 2 communities, 1 people, 1 council. Other activities still to come in September include a roadside gala on the 26th, small business display and village fun day on the 27th and 28th respectively, and schools visit on the 30th. Funds raised during the events will help with refurbishing projects such as recreation and sporting facilities, as well as the drop shed and drive-through at the Dodan Health Center, and other projects identified within the communities. Discover Dominica Authority, DDA, will host a series of press conferences beginning Thursday, September 18th, as part of the official countdown to the 25th edition of the World Creole Music Festival. The festival is scheduled for October 24th to the 26th. The press conferences will feature festival sponsors, fringe event organizers, World Creole Music Festival artists, DDA representatives, and other key stakeholders. Each session will provide updates on preparations, highlight partnerships, and showcase fringe activities designed to energize the lead-up to the festival. Now celebrating its 25th anniversary, the World Creole Music Festival is recognized as Dominica's flagship cultural event, generating significant tourism arrivals, economic activity, and global visibility for the nature island. The festival brings together local, regional, and international performers, offering a platform that celebrates Creole music and culture while strengthening Dominica's position as a leading events destination in the Caribbean. The DDA encourages members of the public and diaspora to tune in live via the Dominica Festival's Facebook page or through coverage by partner media houses to stay informed and connected as momentum builds towards the festival weekend. Remember, c'est musique à nous. And today marks 8 years since Dominica was devastated by Hurricane Maria. We pause to remember the lives lost and to reflect on the resilience and progress our nation has made since that tragic day.
Like a thief in the night, with mothers, to the doctors and the nurses, to the weak and the strong. Let us work and come together. Let us help to build the broken. Come ye forward, sons and daughters. Let's all rebuild again. We shall overcome all the pain. 'Cause in our darkest hour, God is there. He will lend a helping hand in this time of tribulation. Dominica, we shall rise again. There's no time for segregation. Let's all build back our.
And on the regional scene, the New Life organization, NULO, has received over US $35,000 worth of tools and equipment from the Florida chapter of the National Democratic Congress. The donation, inspired by the vision of Prime Minister Dickon Mitchell of Grenada, includes resources for carpentry, construction, plumbing, cosmetology, electrical installation, among others, boosting NULO's technical and vocational training programs. At the official handover on September 15th at NULO's Palmside campus, Prime Minister Mitchell highlighted the importance of investing in youth skills development. Chairman of the NDC Florida chapter, Leslie McQueen, pledged continued support, while NULO CEO, Sister Margaret Yamoa, described the initiative as an investment in the future of our young people. Established in 1984, NULO continues to play a leading role in preparing Grenada's youth for sustainable employment and national progress. And in news out of Barbados, Foreign Minister Kerry Simmons has voiced alarm over recent U.S. military strikes on vessels suspected of drug trafficking, warning they may bypass due process and set a dangerous precedent. The concern follows U.S. President Donald Trump's announcement of strikes on Venezuelan cartel vessels this month, leaving 14 people dead. Simmons told Barbados Today that while the region values U.S. assistance in drug indication, suspected criminals should be arrested, tried, and sentenced, not executed. He cautioned that such actions risk innocent lives and undermine the rule of law. Barbados and other regional ministers have written to U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio, urging assurances that future actions will not endanger regional stability or be carried out without consultation. Simmons confirmed they are still awaiting a formal response. And some sad news out of St. Lucia. Police have launched an investigation following the discovery of 3 bodies inside a vehicle in St. Lucia. Preliminary reports indicate that the victims, 2 men and 1 woman, appear to have been shot execution style. Law enforcement officials remained on the scene, combing the area for evidence. 2 of the deceased have been identified as Faith Griffin and Christopher Dominique. The 3rd victim, believed to be from Castries, has not yet been formally identified. Authorities have not provided additional details as the investigation is still ongoing. This incident brings St. Lucia's homicide count for the year to 54. And in St. Croix, heavy rains have caused extreme flooding. Let's keep the people of St. Croix in our prayers. And in international news, British police announced on Thursday that 3 individuals have been arrested on suspicion of spying for Russia. The suspects, a 41-year-old man, a 46-year-old man, and a 35-year-old woman, were detained in Essex, northeast of London, on allegations of assisting a foreign intelligence service, according to a statement from the Metropolitan Police. The arrests were part of a counter-terrorism investigation into potential offences under the National Security Act. The suspects were taken to a London police station and searches were carried out at 2 Essex addresses. All 3 have since been released on conditional bail with the investigation ongoing. Brazil's former president, Jair Bolsonaro, was hospitalized on Tuesday after feeling unwell, his eldest son, Senator Flavio Bolsonaro, reported on X. According to Flavio, Bolsonaro experienced severe hiccups, vomiting, and low blood pressure. I ask for everyone's prayers so that it is nothing serious, he added. Former First Lady Michelle Bolsonaro said her husband underwent tests and is currently receiving intravenous treatment. Everything will be all right, she wrote on Instagram. The hospitalization comes less than a week after Bolsonaro was convicted of plotting a coup d'etat, with prosecutors claiming the plan included possible intentions to assassinate current President Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva. The 70-year-old former president was sentenced to over 27 years in prison, but has denied any wrongdoing. Bolsonaro has previously been hospitalized for pain related to a stabbing injury he sustained during his campaign 7 years ago. And mass strikes sweep France over budget cuts. Hundreds of thousands of workers across France went on strike Thursday, protesting government budget cuts. Unions estimate up to 900,000 demonstrators took part, prompting the deployment of 80,000 police nationwide. Clashes broke out in cities like Lyon and Nantes, where police used tear gas. Over 110 arrests were reported by mid-afternoon. Public transport was heavily disrupted, schools were blocked by protesting students, and around a third of teachers walked out. Nearly all pharmacies shut their doors, with 98% joining the strike. The protests followed the appointment of new Prime Minister Sébastien Lecornu after the fall of François Bayrou's short-lived government. Unions are demanding more public spending and higher taxes on the wealthy. And that's all for international news. Stay tuned for sports after this brief message.
From 5 numbers to financial freedom. Who will be the first Match 5 winner? Match 5, Dominica wins.
And in sports news, Cricket West Indies (CWI) is pleased to announce the 15-member squad for the historic T20 International Series against Nepal to be played at the Sharjah Cricket Stadium in the UAE from September 27th to the 30th. This groundbreaking series forms part of the team's build-up towards the ICC T20 World Cup in 2026, which will be staged in subcontinent conditions. With the series falling outside the ICC's Future Tours program, selectors have seized the opportunity to include several emerging players who impressed in the inaugural West Indies Breakout League and the ongoing Caribbean Premier League. At the same time, a number of senior players have been given the chance to rest and manage their workloads. Akil Jose, a key member of the T20 International Leadership Group, has been named captain of the squad, which features 6 potential debutants. Rayon Griffith will head the team management unit as head coach, with experienced former West Indies head coach Otis Gibson serving as fast bowling consultant. And we wish our boys all the best. In other news, the Dominica Amateur Volleyball Association (DAVA) has generously donated 12 volleyballs and a net to the Dominica State College. Pictured as Sydney John, DAVA referee, and Clevon Vidal, Dominica State College sports coordinator, along with some of the DSC's budding student athletes. The DSC extends heartfelt thanks to the DAVA for this meaningful contribution which will go a long way in supporting sports development and nurturing young talents at the college. In football news, as part of the WIFA Women's Tournament, participating teams attended a seminar focused on empowering women in sports. Held under the auspices of the United Nations and the Build Back Equal project, the event carried the theme, Our Goal, Her Equal Rights. Discussions centered on mental and physical health, including breast and reproductive health. The seminar featured insights from an expert panel, which include Yolande London, chair of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Football Federation, Dr. Peters, acute and emergency medical personnel, Dr. Joselle Milia, clinical psychologist, Dr. Nikisha Lewis, OBGYN, and Rima Lewis, United Nations representative. The session aimed to provide athletes with knowledge and tools to support their overall well-being and promote equality in sports. And more exciting news for Dominica, as Dominica's very own Thea Lafont Gatson has leapt to 14.89 meters in the triple jump at the World Athletics Championships Tokyo 2025, earning the silver medal and setting her season's best. What a proud moment for Dominica, showing the world the power of determination and excellence. And we congratulate Thea Lafont Gatson and we celebrate with her on our silver medal. And this has been EmoNews Package for September 18th. Stay tuned for the weather report from the Dominica Meteorological Service.
Hello, good day, and welcome to our weather broadcast for today, Thursday, September 19th. I am your presenter, Annie Coretta Joseph. Let's begin with the surface analysis, and of interest is Tropical Storm Gabrielle, located towards the northeast of the Lesser Antilles, and we also have in the Eastern Atlantic this tropical wave. Now let's take a look at the satellite imagery associated with these features, and we can see some widely scattered clouds associated with Gabrielle, and we also have this cyclonic circulation right here. However, Gabrielle seems to be struggling at the moment. It's expected to continue to drift towards the west-northwest and away from the Lesser Antilles or remain offshore for the next coming days. Further in the east, we have this area of cloudiness associated with this tropical wave, and this wave is expected to approach the region by early next week. Closer home, a surface ridge is currently over the area. However, we have an upper level trough, and this is resulting in the occasional cloudy skies and with showers across the region. And across the northern islands, this area of cloudiness associated with another tropical wave, and this wave is expected to continue to drift away from the region. Taking a look at Dominica, during the course of the morning, we had some mostly cloudy skies over the central and eastern parts of the island, while the western coast saw fair to partly cloudy skies. This morning, the radar imagery indicated some scattered showers across parts of the island today. An increase or slight increase thereof is in Saharan dust can be expected as we move into tonight and extend into tomorrow, Friday. A reduction is expected thereafter before some increase again can be expected Sunday night. People with respiratory sensitivities, you are advised to take the necessary precaution. Conditions for tonight, partly cloudy to cloudy skies, slightly hazy conditions with a few showers. Temperatures to drop to about 24 to 25 degrees Celsius along the coastal areas and about 22 in the elevated interior. Winds generally east-southeasterly to near 20 kilometers per hour. Taking a look at the next 3 days, tomorrow, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, partly cloudy to cloudy skies with some scattered showers and some slight chance for some isolated thunderstorm expected on Friday and on Sunday. Again, slight haze expected tomorrow, Friday. Temperatures expected to peak to near 32 to 33 degrees Celsius along the western coast, about 31 on the east. Nights to cool to near 24 degrees Celsius along the coast and down to about 22 in the interior. Winds generally east-southeasterly, peaking to near 20 kilometers per hour. We expect to see some reduction in wind speeds tomorrow, Friday particularly, as the trough associated with Gabrielle moves across the area, resulting in light winds. Seas tomorrow expected to peak to near 7 feet along the east coast, about 3 feet on the west, An increase in wave periods could result in an increase in some ground swells tomorrow, Friday. On Saturday and Sunday, some slight reduction in swells down to about 5 feet expected on the eastern coast. The sun will rise tomorrow at 5:54 a.m. and set at 6:04 p.m. Our high tides tomorrow will be at 2:35 a.m. and 3:18 p.m., while the low tides will be at 9:11 a.m. and 8:54 p.m. For up-to-date information, you can follow our WhatsApp channel, scan this QR code right here, or you can follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Dominica Met and our website at weather.gov.dm. Thank you for viewing and join us tomorrow for your next weather broadcast. Good day.
This has been EmoNews Package for September 18th, 2025. I am your presenter, Soana Benjamin. Thanks for viewing.